One sec. All right, so we'll be starting the recording now. Meanwhile, can I have someone share what we've done yesterday? Who'd like to volunteer to share the screen? If you guys don't volunteer, I'll be picking up the names. What is this? We're not active today. No one's talking back. Ashley, Nikolai? Nikolai, I think you were going to share your screen, right? Could you start today?
Okay.
Yeah, please share your screen. All right, Nikolai is sharing his screen.
Do you all see my screen?
Yes. So these were our Python notes. Okay, you have taken these notes on Word, right?
Yes.
So can I have you open the Python idle? Yeah, you can open idle. Yes. Yes, please click on that. I hope all of you guys have your idle open by now. All right. So as you can see, the first screen, what was the first screen called? What does it read? Idle shell
Shell.
3.13.2. Yes. So
Yes.
I hope all of you have downloaded the latest version. I think yesterday someone had a problem with the update, right? So I hope you have this version 3.13.2. And this, the first window, it's called the shell editor, right? This is our shell editor. Now, if you want to open the normal code editor where we'll be writing multiple lines of code and then running it separately, as you can see in this window, do we have the option run written here? Like we have file, edit, shell, debug, option, windows, help. We don't have a run option specifically written, right? Because this is a shell editor, line by line, the code gets executed. Okay, so I will have you guys to click Control plus N. Control N. Can you click Control N? And the Mac user should click Command N. Yes. So you see this new page has opened up. This is going to be our normal code editor. And can you compare these side by side, Nikolai? See, we've got one is the shell editor, one says untitled because we haven't saved this. So shall we save this? You can do Control S. That's the shortcut. Please do Control S on that one. Yes, this opens up, and yesterday we made the folder on our desktop named Python. We can write day 2. Save this as day 2. All right, this is where we'll be working with everything we'll be doing so far. And see the name changes of the second window. That's our main code editor to day 2. And if we compare in the shell editor, the screen on the left, it says file, edit, shell, debug, options, window, help. Right? There is no option of run. However, here we have file, edit, format, run. Options, window, help. There is no shell written. Instead, we have the run option because here we'll be running it side by side. Now you can close the shell editor, Nikolai. All right. And let's do this. Can you copy paste everything that you've written in notes here on this? On day 1, have you written it down as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So just open the day 1 and we'll be going through once again everything that we've done so far yesterday. Right? Please open the day 1 code.
Sim. Schat, mijn
Uh,
vork is daar. Even mijn nemen, AIB.
I'm sorry, please come again. Zanelia, is that you talking?
Oh, sorry, wat mis.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, this is our terminal. This is our terminal, right? You have to do a right click on it and you can click on the run option, right? Go here, do a right click, open. Yeah. This is gonna open with the idle. No, just open with Python. Just yeah, click on that one. No, I think the second option. You have to open this on open with yeah, choose another app. How does it show? Do we have choose an app on your PC? Click on that one. And then you should be having our idle. Just type idle. IDLE. Working on it. Okay, I think there's an issue. Let's just directly go on our idle window. Let's just go on our idle. We can directly open it from there. Let's go back on our idle. I hope you guys should be able to access your codes, right? Go on file, open, and then day 1. Yes. See, we've got this all opened up, right? So can you just make this full screen, please? We'll be going through whatever we've done yesterday. So can anyone tell me what we had done yesterday exactly? Does anyone want to step up and give us a recap? I will pick one of you up if you don't say it. Okay, Jamero, let's do this. Yesterday, you were the one with the even and odd numbers, right? Please give us a recap of what we've done yesterday. You have the
Yesterday, we
screen.
learned about the syntax of Python code. We
Yeah,
learned about the comparison operators.
wonderful.
Yeah, we learned about the hashtags, the strings, which are enclosed in quotation marks. We learned
Yes,
about parentheses around brackets. We can use those for print and input. We learned lists. Those are square brackets. And
yes,
we can put an example is colors. We put blue, white, gold, cyan. Yeah. Dictionaries are curly brackets. We can
mm,
use those with keys, and with those keys, we can how do you say it? Extract information.
yes,
An underscore is used to substitute for spaces in strings and variables.
yes, wonderful.
Asterisk is for multiplication,
Yes.
and a tab is for spaces.
Wonderful. I think Jamero has summed up everything we've done so far yesterday. We learned about the syntax. Syntax was the rules and the regulation that we'll be following whilst writing the codes for Python. Then we have the two things. We learned about characters and we learned about special keys. The characters consisted of the comparison operators. We had the equal to, the exclamation mark, and the equal to, which is not equal to, right? We learned how to give comments, which was using hashtags. Then we learned what strings were, and as Jamero has very well elaborated, what parentheses, lists, curly brackets, the underscore for spaces, asterisk for multiplication, and tab for four spaces is. Now we had a question yesterday that we had to write a greeting. All right, so let's do this. Today we'll be doing that. But before that, Nicola, I'll be sharing my screen and I'll ask you to share again. All right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me just share my screen. I hope, is this visible to everybody?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it's
visible.
visible.
Yes.
Yes.
So this was day one. Yesterday we had done the setup. We had done the terminology. You can click on this. You'll be able to have the access to the terminology. Then you'll have prerequisite. I'll be sharing this link by the end of the class. And today is day two. So in day two, once again, what was Python? We had learned, right? What were the three key terms of Python? Can someone tell me? It was simplicity, and what were the other two? Ashley? Can I?
Flexibility.
Variability and readability, I think.
Yes, versatility, readability, and simplicity. These are the reasons why we'd be using Python, choosing it to use Python over any other coding languages in the world, right? So the first thing we had done was hello world. How do we execute this? Here, print was our function, right? Hello world was within our string, right? And next, coming back to the basic syntax rules. So this whole entire thing that we had written, print hello world, it's a statement. The one line of code, like in English, we have one sentence is considered a statement. Here also, the one line of code will be considered a statement. Multiple lines will be considered statements, right? Then comes the indentation. Just one sec. I think there's an issue. Yeah. Um, I hope it's visible. I hope I'm audible. Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
Yes,
I
we
think
can
it's
hear you.
call.
Yes.
Yes. So next comes the indentation. Indentation is how we execute codes in Python. I think someone had mentioned why we don't use semicolon, right? Most of the calls here, most of the codes are run by semicolon for a continuation. So whenever you have a code which requires a continuation, we do the indentation. How indentation works is that you have a code and then you do tab, right? You have, this is gonna, for example, here, if 5 is more than 2, it's the parent code. And then the next line will have indentation as in a tab, that is a space. And then would be our main line of code, right? So we'll be doing all of this. I'm just giving you a walkthrough beforehand. And then we all know how to make comments. We do a hashtag, that becomes a comment, which will not be taken by Python, right? Now coming back to variables. Now variables were our labels, aka our containers for storing value. What were variable? Variable were the substitute words or labels to containing a value. Like here, name is our variable. It consists of a value that is Alice. Here, age is our variable and 25. The content will be called our value, right? And print is a function here and print again is a function. Are we clear? So what is name here? Guys, what is name here?
Name is
Variable?
Alice.
Yes,
Variable.
name is the variable because it's storing a
Yes.
value, right? The name is storing a value. And what is our value in this first line of code?
A string?
Alice.
Yes. And what does the string consist of?
Characters?
Alice. You're complicating.
Oh,
Very, yeah, simple thing. So name is our variable. It consists of a value. Here, the value is Alice. It could be anything. It could be your name. It could be Jamero. It could be anyone, right? Then second variable is age. What is age doing? It's storing a value again. What is the value? It can be 25, it can be 40, it can be 60, whatever you're using, right? And then print is our function. So when we do print, it will be printed, the output, whatever the name was. Our variable name is what we're using, so Alice will be printed. Are we clear how this works?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any doubts so far?
No.
No? All right. So now variables are of four types. How many types of variables? Variables are of four types. So these are called data types, right? There are four data types in Python. First is strings. So strings is anything that will be enclosed within the quotation marks. This can be single quotation or double quotation. So one is strings. Next comes integers. Do we know what are integers?
Whole
Guys?
numbers.
Yes.
Whole
Uh,
number.
Yes, so let's just do a very quick math recap. Natural numbers are everything from 1 to infinity, right? 1 to infinity is a natural number. 0 to infinity is a whole number, but integers are something that have the minus value. On a number line, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, all of those to until infinity will be considered an integer. So integer is whole number plus all the minus numbers as well, right? Then comes our decimals, right? Whenever we have a decimal value, let's say 2.3, 5.3, what is that? It's a decimal value. These are called floats, right? I think here I'll write whole numbers plus negative values, plus negative numbers. All right. And then we have floats. Floats are decimal. Any kind of decimal value when we have 1.2, 3.2, 4.2, these are not integers. They are considered decimals. Decimals in Python are called floats. What are decimals in Python called?
floats.
Floats.
Yeah. Good job. Yes, good job, guys. Then we have the fourth data type. It is called a Boolean. So, Nicola, I think you were in electrical engineering, right? Someone was
Network.
like,
Network. I'm from the
oh,
network.
good. Oh, acha, all right. Network. So I believe you have capacitors and all of that. You do you have those in your syllabus? Capacitors, booleans. Are you guys familiar with the term booleans?
Yes.
Yes, so Booleans are basically true and false statements. When we were kids, we've always come across true and false statements, right? If something is true or false, like the sun rises from the east, that's true. Sun rises from the west, it's false, right? So the true and false statements are considered Booleans. So Python has four data types. We have strings, integers, floats, and Booleans. I will make you guys write these, but I would also need you guys to remember this verbally. I'll be asking in the next class. All right.
Yes.
And then, so let's just firstly write down the different types of data types. And then we'll be going with a few mistakes. What happens is normally, like these are a few mistakes to avoid. I've just compiled this for your reference. Wait, I'll just make this full screen. Is it all visible to you guys, my screen properly?
Yes.
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 If you guys need me to zoom in or anything, you can always ask, right? So here are few common mistakes that you could be doing. Like let's say when we are doing print, right? We haven't put this in quotation marks. The second we don't put this in quotation marks, the computer is not going to take it, and not, hello is not defined. So for defining hello and for it to be printed, we'll have to put it in quotation marks. The first mistake is forgetting quotation marks. We don't have to do that. Then incorrect indentation. When we'll be working with conditionals, which are the if, else, elif statements, we'll be doing it in the next class. Then comes the indentation, where you have to really take care if a term is in the parent loop or not. All right, then
Okay.
is using the wrong case. I think we had come up yesterday. The first line of a code in Python always starts with lowercase. So you do not
Mhm.
need caps lock while starting a code at all. Am I clear? The first line
Yes.
always has to be in lowercase. Wonderful. Now we have a practice thing. Write a program that greets a user by their name. Giving a greeting is simple, but let's say I want them to pick up your name. If I have used Ishita, I wanted to say, hi Ishita, welcome to Python. Not just hi, welcome to Python. So we'll be learning how to do that. Can we start it? Then we'll be doing the Booleans today, and then we'll have another 2 exercises, age classification program, and one more number guessing game would be your activity for the week. Are we clear? So we'll be running 3 different types of Python codes today. Are we
All
excited?
right. Yes.
All right.
All right, great. So can I have someone share their screen, please? Anyone wants to volunteer? So we've had Zenelia do this, we've had Nikolai do this, and next, who does? Thais has done it. Then who wants to volunteer to share the screen today? Cairo, can we have you share it? Cairo, are you here with us?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll share my screen.
Yes, good job. Please share your screen. And I hope everyone is going side by side with this. We're going at a good pace. We'll be able to execute our code right today. So please, anytime you guys have a doubt, please feel free to intervene. Yes, thank you for sharing your screen, Cairo. Okay, wonderful. So this is our shell window so far, right? You'll have to do a control new to open another window. Please do a control N. Oh, I think your system is laggy a bit. I'm afraid if you'll share your screen, it'll be hard for you to work. It's okay, Cairo, let's do this. You try to keep up with us. I don't want your system to lag because of the sharing your screen and attending the classes. Can we have someone else share their screen? Ashley, do you want to share your screen today?
All right.
Yes. And Cairo, if you have any difficulties with your network, please let me know.
Okay, I will.
Yes. Ashley, please share your screen.
What?
All right. Can everyone see Ashley's screen, by the way?
Yes.
Taking notes. Can we
Yes.
make it full screen?
Just a second. This?
Yes. And I'm sharing the question in the chat. So I want you all to take this, copy paste this, and put it in a comment. We all know how to do a comment, right? You put a hash and then you copy paste the question that I put in the chat box. Ashley, you can also take
Yes.
the question in the chat box.
Yes.
All right, just go there, Control C, Control V.
See,
Yes, this is going to be our activity. So the first thing we have to do is we have to write a program that greets the user by their name. So what is the first thing that we do? We'll ask the user for their name, right? So how do we do that? We had done this part yesterday. So first we'll define a variable. Yes, name space equal to space. We have to define it, right? So we have to use equal to.
oh,
Yes.
all right.
Name space,
This.
space, and then you ask for the input. We are asking the input from the user. So please type input, INPUT.
Oh.
Input.
Mm-hmm.
Input. Then we open the parentheses, that is regular brackets, control, no space, no space.
Ah.
Yes, don't worry. And then we open the string, so open quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ask them the question. How do you ask the name to people?
You ask what is your name?
Yeah, that's good. We'll write in what is your name. What's your name? Yeah, you could maybe remove the semicolon to a regular quotation mark. Single, yeah. What's your name? Question mark. Yeah, and we close the string. Now, this will ask, when we enter this, it will ask the user as in what's their name. Now, coming to the next thing. Now, we'll be asking them, we'll be greeting them, right? How are we going to do this? Enter, please press enter. Now, we do print. Okay, let's type in print. And since this is purple, as you can see, this is purple. This is not our variable. We don't need to define this. This is an innate function. So always after function, you don't need space. So just
Okay.
go back, open the bracket, and we'll be asking, do you welcome to Python? Okay, we're just asking them, hello, welcome to Python. Open the parentheses, open parentheses, and then we'll open the string. Yes, open the string, and let's say, hello, welcome to Python. Hello, welcome to Python. Welcome to Python. Yes, close the quotation, and then now let's just very simply run this. We'll run this program. Click on run. Click on run. Yes, Control S. You do Control S, right? We have what's your name. Now see, here's the thing. The first window that we were working on was a coding window, right? This is a window that's going to be visible to us, and as coders, we can edit it as much as or wherever we want. The second window that you're seeing, the pop-up, the run window, this is what is going to be visible to the user. So tomorrow you're building a website. This is what is going to be visible to the audience. So let's say whenever you guys are logging into Gmail, Zoom, whatever, it asks for the username, right? And then it asks you to enter your password. So this is like the backend. What we coded right now is the backend. Like we can ask what is your username instead, right? So here as user, what do you do whenever you have a pop-up window that says what is your name? You type in your name. So let's just type our name. Ashley, can you type your name? Ashley. And what was the second line? Welcome to Python. Cool. So we have greeted the person. Have we achieved this? Has everyone been able to achieve this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, wonderful. Now here's the question. All right. I want the computer to greet me by the name. I just don't want a hello, welcome to Python. I need the code to pick up the name, whatever the user types, whether you type in your name, Ashley, whether you type Cairo, whether you type Ishita, whether you type Miriam, whatever, right? It needs to respond as my name. So since Ashley has written, I want the computer to say, hello, Ashley, welcome to Python. How do we do this? We'll close this window. We're gonna use the F strings. Okay, F strings are format strings. So with the name we can understand F and then string. So right before the string opening, can we write in F? Before the string, let's type in F. Okay, we'll write in F.
This?
Yes. Yeah, just an F. And then how do we say, where do you want to say the name? You want to say hello, Ashley, or do you want to say Ashley, hello? Up to you. What do you guys want?
I think you should add it it should be hello Ashley or hello your name, something like that.
Hello, Ashley. So how do we do this? After hello, go back to hello, right? And give a comma. Let's give a comma after hello, right? Let's give a space. No, then you don't have to do a F string, right? You just go back, right? Then you open the curly brackets, right? And then you write in our variable. What is the variable in our entire code?
Name?
Yes, name is our variable. So we'll type in name. Yeah, and then we'll close our curly brackets. Yeah, and now let's run this. Let's save this. Control S and then run this. Control S and then run. Yes, what's your name? Now let's type in your name, Ashley. Let's put enter. See, hello, Ashley. Welcome to Python. Has everyone achieved this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
are we clear? Any doubts? Anyone who hasn't gotten this part? I'm assuming everyone got it, right?
Not
Yes.
really. Can
Yes.
you repeat, please?
Okay, all right. Then, Ashley, can you close this? So, Ragita, what happens here is that normally it's gonna say, hello, welcome to Python. Now, as the coder, I want the computer to say your name. Okay, I just don't want a casual. Whenever you're invited, it's always better if someone invites you by the name, right? I'm inviting you to my birthday party. If I send you the common forwarded WhatsApp message, email, welcome to my party, or I'm inviting to a party, it's not gonna be good, right? I want you to specifically invite you that Ragita, please come to my birthday party. Right? So I want it to be very personal. How do we achieve this personal? When we ask the F string, the code to pick up the exact variable, the output that the user has put. So whatever as the user you are going to put, even if you put in banana, we are going to pick up banana and we're going to put it there. You're going to put apple, it's going to put it there. You're going to put your name, it's going to pick that up. For that, we use the F string. Okay. Over time, we'll be understanding more usages of it. So how an F string works is you just put an F before a string, F before quotation marks, and wherever you want the variable to be chosen, you put that under curly brackets and then you put in the variable. Are we clear? We're gonna do more exercises and you're gonna understand it better.
Yes,
Okay.
now it's clear.
Yeah. So you guys, someone spoke. Uh, is there any doubt?
No, no doubt.
Okay, all right. All right, so we have understood what an F string is, right? Now let's do something. We'll change the variable. We'll do another small exercise. Let's take the name as some other variable or any variable you guys want to suggest. Variable can be anything, mind you that, right? So if you were to put an X, then also it's going to work. So let's just replace the variable name with another word. Any suggestions for any word? We'll just do an X for now. So go to name and just replace that with X. Just delete name X, right? So since we changed the variable X in the first line, in the code too, in the F string also we'll have to change. So our name has been replaced with X. So here in the F string, that is in our curly brackets also, we'll be putting X, right? Now let's run this. Let's see if there's going to be any difference. Okay, I want you to guys point it out and tell me if there's any difference in running the code, right? Control S always. And then first line, is there any change? No. So let's just put, and this time put in some other name, Ashley. Give some other name. Tyson. Cool. Let's press enter. Hello, Tyson. Welcome to Python. Was there any change after we changed the variable?
No
No.
changes.
No change. Yes.
Pardon me.
Yes. No.
How do you get this window? What we are
Uh,
sharing now?
yes. You have to press on run. In the previous window, you have file, edit, format, and then run. Please press on run.
Yes.
Yes. Click on run module. The first option. Right?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes. You've got this? You got this, Shagita?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Great. So as we all learned from this part is that irrespective of the variable, it can be anything. Now let's say, let's replace X with another variable. Give me something crazy. What are you doing right now? Coding. So let's just type coding. Let's replace X with coding. Okay, coding. And then we'll go again to the F string, write coding, run this. Let's go on run and then run module, control S, of course. Yes. Again, everything is normal, right? So this was to say that no matter what you choose as your variable is for your understanding. When I say coding input, what is your name? Likely you'll be confused if you're coming back to this code 3 months later. As in like, what is your objective here, right? So the variable, we use a simple word just for our understanding. If you want to use X and Y's, if you want to just write the word as it is, it's going to be up to you. All right, so we've done the first activity. Guys, can I have a response? Have we done the first activity?
Yes, we've done the
Yes.
first
Yes.
activity.
Yes, wonderful. Kudos to you guys. You have written your first official code apart from Hello World. Now let us take notes. Okay, so I want you all to go on file open. Let's continue on the day one notes. All right, so all your notes are going to be at one place. Here we'll be doing the coding. So go on file, go on open, go on day one notes, and we'll be continuing. Right?
Yes.
Now, one thing right when we started the class, we learned the different data types, right? Can someone tell me how many data types were there in Python?
4 data types.
Yes, wonderful. 4 data types. So, does someone remember the 4 data types, or should I help you guys? Can you tell me what were the 4 data types?
Uh,
Okay, I'll be
Integer, string.
let's type in, just type this. Day 2 notes, Python has 4 number of data types. Okay, Python has 4 number of data types. It's just a very standard thing. Python has 4 data types. Okay, that's simple. All right. So the first data type we have is string. So under that you can maybe put double hashtags, right? Just press enter and you can put double hashtags so we know that this is the heading, right? Just put double hashtags. First is string. So type in string, and then put double quotation marks, colon, double quotation marks. Yeah, just a regular colon. Shift plus that. To write a colon, you do shift and the half semicolon that you were doing.
It's not working.
What is not working? What happened, Ashley? Would you want to share your
What
screen?
happened? It's stuck.
Oh, okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Just one sec. What is happening? Just shift and then press the same key.
This
Shift.
one.
Yes, see, that is a
No, it's working.
yeah. If you do just press, if you do shift plus that key, it becomes a colon. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just put string, then colon, and then we'll put the quotation marks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another one here, I think.
Yeah, just right after string you can put the colon. Yes.
Yeah.
So a string consists of quotation marks. You can write consists of quotation marks. Consists of quotation marks that has the text. That has the text. So the string can consist of anything. You can put absolutely anything in there. Okay, you can make it all caps, you can make it all lower caps, you can use any kind of, you want to put dollar symbols, percentage, because it's something that is going to be displayed to the user. Whatever you want to be displayed to the user, you put it in string. Okay, this is displayed to the user. Please type this. This is displayed. This is displayed. Kavish, you are unmuted. I hope you're following through with it.
Sorry. Yes, I am fine.
Yeah. Please follow through, okay? Koi batiyana. Don't do that. Right? So this is displayed to the user. Next, we have the second data type. Right? The second data type is our integer. Let's put again this one. Integer. So integers were whole numbers. Whole numbers.
Yes.
They consist of whole numbers. Right? Whole number. So these are represented as int, written as, yeah, you can just write 0 to 100 plus negatives. Whole numbers and negatives. You can just write whole numbers and negative numbers. To whole numbers and negative numbers. Negative numbers. 0 to infinity. Example, 0 to infinity. And these are represented by int. They're represented by int. You can just write that, then we'll write it in the brackets. What happened, Ashley? Represented by int. int. Yeah, int is how we'll be using integers. Whenever we have to use an integer, we'll be putting in int. Always just remember this. Cool. And these are all, and just you can put in brackets because these are also followed by brackets. Just put in brackets, right? Parentheses. And before parentheses and the function, there's never a space. So it doesn't have to be print space parentheses. It's always print immediately followed by parentheses. Then next data type comes our float. Our third data type is our float. Right? We'll type in float, FLOAT. FLOAT. Yeah, that's our float. These comprise of our decimal numbers. You can write decimal numbers. DECIMAL, decimal numbers, right? So in the examples, you can type in a few decimal numbers. Example, 1.2, 4.2, anything. Yeah, 3.14, anything. It can, and the decimal can be as long as there is, right? Yes. Now comes a fourth and the final data type. These are called booleans. Okay, so the spelling of booleans is going to be B-O-O-L-L, oh sorry, B-O-O-L-E-A-N-S, right? So booleans comprise of true and false statements. Okay, these are true and false statements, right? Anytime there is a condition where we have to do a true and false, we'll be using these, okay, F-A-L-S-E, right? False statements. So these are our 4 data types. Can someone come back to me and tell me what are the data types? Come on, someone just read out the text on the window. Narisha?
String,
Oh,
integer,
should I
float, and
read
boolean.
these guys? Yes.
Yes, Whitney and Narisha, good job, guys. So we have these 4. I'll be asking anytime, maybe in the next class, whatever. I'm going to pick one of you and I'm going to ask what are the 4 data types, right? And you should be able to come and tell me. Now coming to our booleans. Now this is something we'll be learning, right? So I have booleans are basically true and false or yes and no statement. So I have a small exercise. Now this is an exercise. I'm going to be pasting this in the chat. So I want you guys to check the chat. This is our instruction. Ashley can check the chats. All right. And this will be our second activity. So I want you to guys to copy paste the instruction and paste it in our day 2 notes. Day 2 notes is where we'll be doing our activity, right? So you can close your day 1 notes after you have saved it. Control S. Okay. Yes. Do a Control S. All right. So we have can you guys go to the chat box? Yes, instruction. I just put in I, right? And after ask, let's put an enter again. Instructions. Just put a colon and then enter. Okay. This is our first statement. Second, just press enter. Ask. Just put it
Here?
wherever you are. No, no. At ask, just yeah. At store, just press enter.
And here as well.
E
Wait a second. What's happening?
Yeah, all right. You guys can like this is for your convenience. You can ask as however you want.
Hmm.
So now, can someone read me the question? What is the question? Ashi, could you read the question for us?
Ask the user if they enjoy programming and they have to answer with yes or no.
Yes, and then we have to store the response in a variable. And then
Variable.
if it's true, we're gonna print yes. If it's false, we're gonna press no. So basically, all yes and no statements are gonna be our true and false statements. Are we clear? So let us
Yeah.
write the code. First, we'll ask for the response. We can take it as take our variable as x, y, anything, but since we're making it very simple, let's ask for response, right? Response is equal to space equal to actually no colons, it's equal to, right? And then we'll ask them for the input. Good job. And in that we'll ask the simple question. What is our question? Do you enjoy programming? Do you enjoy programming? And in bracket let's put yes and no, just for the convenience of the yeah, let's just put yes or no, so that because we are trying to make it as convenient for the user. What if someone says maybe, I don't know, I don't feel like it, I'm new to it, right? So we're making it very clear that you have to choose between one of the 2 options. Usually we have these kind of options, right? Like, are you over the age of 18 or not, is a common one that we come across. Or have you made an account, do you want to log into an existing account, yes or no, right? This is where we use the yes and no statements. Now we have to please press enter. Right? Now we're gonna use our boolean and we're gonna see if the person likes it or not. So let's say if they enjoy programming, we're gonna make it very simple. So let's use our variable enjoy programming. How are we gonna write enjoy programming? Enjoy, we don't have space, so we'll put enjoy underscore programming, right? So let's just use our variable as simple enjoy underscore programming, because we're trying to see do they enjoy yes or no programming, right? Then equal to now comes our what is our first variable in this code?
You say if they say yes, I think.
No, what is our variable? What is our variable? The first variable in these line of code is
Response.
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 good job, Zanelia, right? So we're gonna type in response, no strings.
Oh,
We'll put in a bracket, we'll open a bracket, right? Whenever
okay.
open a bracket, yes, parentheses. Yes. If response, so we are doing an if. Whenever an if is there, when it's not sure, right? No, sweetheart. Don't close the brackets. Close. Yeah, erases. Space. And then we'll do equal to, right? Double equal to, because we are not sure, right? If we are very certain that if the response is going to be yes, then we would use a single equal to, but we are not sure. It can be yes or a no. So there's a comparison, right? Either it's a yes or a no. So we'll put double equal to yes, space, and then we'll put the string yes, because we are trying to see what the user is going to say. So string yes, close it and close the bracket, right? If the option is going to be yes, if the user says yes, then we are going to print. So then we are going to print, right? So let's put enter. Let's put print, and then we're going to put in brackets. Right after print, we'll always have bracket. Okay. And then in strings again, open strings. If the user says yes, strings, just open quotation marks. Yes. You enjoy programming. If the option is yes, of course you enjoy programming, right? It's a very simple thing. You enjoy programming. Yes. Is everyone with us so far? Everyone with us? Everyone has written this?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. So now let's do a Control S, really quickly save this. Yeah, and let's go for run module. Invalid syntax. What happened here?
I think I did something wrong.
Just just open the parentheses. So this is debugging. Right now what we're doing is we're figuring out a problem. Let's do print. Yes, open parentheses, then just do this. You enjoy programming. You enjoy programming. Close a quotation, this. Let's go for run. Okay. Invalid non-printable character. How is that a non-printable character? Are you doing a control shift 9?
Is the slash, I think.
Slash, maybe this one.
Oh, yes, you have to put that in brackets. But I don't think there's an issue there. Oh, let's just try removing the yes and no. Okay, we'll remove this. Let's see what happens. And let's print this now. Go on run. I don't think there should be an issue. Non-printable character. How is this happening? Okay, let's just do this. Let's remove this line of code. Is anyone else facing this issue?
Yes.
Yes, also.
Oh, okay. So let's just remove this line of code.
But I see that response is highlighted. When they give me the error,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
response
highlighted.
Same thing, right?
Right.
So let's just remove this line of code. Let's see if there's a problem with this. So whenever there's a debugging, you can always remove that line of code. So we are also learning debugging here. So let's go on run. Yeah, let's just go on run and let's see what happens. Just save this. Okay, so I think there is an issue.
Unprintable.
Let's do this. The instruction line, right? Let's just remove the instruction line, right? Our comment
This one.
altogether. Yes.
This.
Try removing that.
Um,
No, only the first line.
this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think the problem's coming with enjoy. So let's just put enjoy. Let's just remove the programming part. Let's see what happens. Right? Let's just go here. Right? And then let's press space and let's press on run. Save this, run this. Oh, I think
That's odd.
Hello?
yeah.
Hello?
Nisha.
Maybe it's the space
Yeah,
that
remove
she has after the
enjoy. Denisha, maybe you could mute. You have an echo, I guess. Wait. Right. No. Let's do this. The space after the equal to, keep it there. Right? And let's just do this. Let's remove this. Is it working? All right. Just
I see double
the comment
equals with
Enjoy. Is it that?
The comment right above, right? The instructions is that whole line is causing an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Please
this
remove
one.
the main comment. Let's try removing this. All right.
Mm, Let me see.
Does that work? I'll try running the code on.
Yeah,
It's
it
worked.
works. I think it was the comment.
Yeah, it was a question. All right. So we have basically debugged it. I think we had an issue with that. So let's type in our next line of code.
Yeah.
Right? Let's go
Mm.
for this one. Let's kill this
Okay.
and let's resume back to the main thing. Right?
Okay.
Let's do this. Enjoy underscore programming. Let's see if that is gonna cause any error or not, right? Programming. Enjoy programming. All right. And let's go on run.
Mm. Mhm.
Okay.
I think
Is
it's
it
gonna
work?
take everything.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
Yeah, it's gonna take everything
yes.
because we have a first previous code running, right? So it's gonna take the previous code as well because we're doing it all in a one sheet. All right. So let's do
Yeah,
something. Maybe you could do just close this under between the two, right? You keep space, right? So after the first hashtag, no, sweetheart. Go on the first
Oh.
hashtag. Go on the first
Mhm.
hashtag. Press enter.
This one
No,
or this one?
yeah, that one. Press enter.
Okay. Mhm.
Then put another hash.
Mhm.
Enter another hash.
Another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's gonna give us space between the two, right? And then let's
Okay.
go on run.
Save this.
Run module. Right? What is your name? Just put in a name. Yeah, cool. Oh, I think it's not gonna show. I'm so sorry. Really different between Mac and Windows.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, now let's just close the screen. Right? Now let's go on our main thing. Now when we had to print, right? Let's go on print. So we'll press enter,
Mhm.
type in print, and then again open parentheses,
Mhm.
open string,
Mhm.
open string, and then we're gonna write in you enjoy programming. You enjoy programming. Programming.
So that's reusability.
Is that all right? Now let's run this.
Non-markon.
Regita, you have some background noise. Please check on that one. All right, what is your name? This is our first program, so we just couldn't put in anything, Thai. Yeah. Okay. Do you enjoy programming? Yes or no? Yes. So what is the response? You enjoy programming.
Programming.
All right. Now let's say close the screen and let's put in no. Let's see what happens if we put no.
Oh, I have to run it again?
No, it's all right. Let's just keep
This.
this one. And now let's do a debugging, right? We had
Mhm.
come back to our chat. Let's pick up the question. How do we fix that error? Right? Come back to our chat. Yeah, come back to our chat and copy paste the question that I had given. We're going to make sure that we're going to copy this and there'll be no error, right? So we are doing a complete debugging process.
Do I paste it here?
Yeah, take it and then paste it here. Yes, paste it there.
Mhm.
Yes, and then ask the user and then come on store,
And
come on store, right?
Mhm.
Come press enter.
Oh, it's kind of shifting by itself.
No, don't worry. Just press enter.
Mhm.
Yes, and then put in a quotation marks.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then come on the next statement, print.
Mhm.
Press enter, make that a comment as well. All right.
Mhm.
Instruction, after the instruction, put in colon, right? And then the yes and no, just remove the brackets of that. Yes or no, just type in verbally, remove this entirely, right? Remove the
Mhm.
brackets. Remove the
Oh, okay.
yes or no. Okay. Yes. And now let's try running this and see if there was an issue, right? Now we are trying to debug. This is how a real-time debugging looks like. Okay, let's go on run and let's see if the error still continues or we have figured the way out. So so this is a problem, right? And let's remove the quotation marks from yes, right? Yes, we'll remove the quotation marks. All right. And let's just remove the underscore programming. It was there previously too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try running this now. How does this look like? Hmm. I think so. There is an issue with multiple comments. Okay, let's try this. Before the quotation marks, can you put in triple strings, right? Before instructions? Before
This one?
yeah, before
Here.
instructions, where we have put in the hashtag, right?
Yeah.
Erase that.
Um, get rid of it.
Yeah, just go back.
Okay.
Backspace, right? And before the instructions, come on instructions.
Here.
Instructions, yeah. Backspace. Yeah, and put in 3 quotation marks, double strings, right? So shift 3 quotation marks you put, yeah, 3. Yeah, and then come to the end, come to no, yeah, and put 3 quotation marks. 3 quotation marks. Yes. Now let's try doing this. Let's go on run. This is just a thing we're just checking, all right? Let's see if this is gonna work. Yes. So this
Works.
did we see what happened here?
I think it's a problem with the multiple comments.
Yes, so this was a problem. So whenever you're writing multiple comments, instead of using the single hash, what you do is you use 3 quotation marks. 3 quotation marks at the start of the statement, 3 quotation marks at the end of multiple statements. Right? Are we clear with this? Has everyone followed through with this part?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now let's
Yeah.
type in our notes. Okay, so in our notes, let's just put 1. Yeah. Whenever
Oh.
use yeah, whenever whenever we have multiple comments, we have multiple lines of comments, we start by 3 quotation marks. We start by, use 3 quotation marks, adding 3 quotation marks, just type in, yeah. We start by adding this, then the statement, and and end it, and end it with, and end it with 3 quotation marks, right? So this was a real-time debugging, right? So what happens is that as coders, you must know all of this. Tomorrow, if you are facing with this, so always you can use, now you can use either hashtags, you can use these quotation marks, but depending on the syntax, the errors, you can use it interchangeably, right? So this was, so what are the 3 things we have done today? Can someone tell me? Guys, we did first activity, we did debugging, and we did the second activity. So these are the 3 things we did in coding, and we learned about 4 data types. Are we clear with all the info so far? Any doubts so far?
It's no doubts here.
No.
No doubts? All right, wonderful. So we've done a Boolean exercise as well. So you guys want to take a break, a 5 minutes, a very small 5 minutes break, and then we'll be coming and trying on new exercises. All right?
All right.
Okay.
Just
Bye.
take a
Yes.
quick break. No leaving, all right? Stay here.
Yes.
Okay? Just
Yes.
mute, turn off your cameras, take water, coffee, whatever you need, and then we'll be continuing the rest.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. See you
Excuse
all.
me, can someone leave their screen on so that I could write the notes because I just logged in.
Yeah, no worries. Ashley, could you maybe copy paste this entire thing and send it in the chat box? Yeah,
The day 1 notes, you mean
yeah,
this part?
yeah, what happened? Matslea? Is that how we say
Yes.
it? Matslea. All right. Do you need
Uh,
the day 1 notes or day 2 notes?
both. The
Both.
last part of day 1 note I need and
Let's just
day
do
2.
this thing. Please
We'll just
copy.
send everything.
Yeah, just copy paste the entire thing. And everything, actually, you can just have it for now. Everything will be updated on the website as well.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, I'll be sharing the link of the website by the end of this, so everyone can go through this. Yeah, Ashley, can you just copy paste in the chat box for everyone to follow through?
Just a second. Oh, I have to do them in little bits. This is day 1.
Just do a control A, yes, Control V.
It only takes a certain amount of characters. I see. You can't put everything in one go.
Is it?
Yeah,
Let me
that's
see.
weird. I couldn't put all of them, so I have to put them separately.
Oh, okay. You could have just done Control A. Try that. That should work. Control A. Yeah, day one, day two. Anyways, it's good only. It's better for him. It's more clear. Right? Now let's take a very quick short break. And by the end of the class, I'll also give you a walkthrough how you should use the website because it's going to be ending the week, and there you'll be finding I'll drop in a few practice questions during the week so you guys can do that, and next week we'll be coming to that. Now, take your break.
All right.
We'll
Yes.
resume
Yes.
shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, so 5 minutes is over. I hope you all are back.
Yes.
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 Everyone back?
Yes, I'm back. I have a question before
Yes,
you continue.
yes, please go on.
Yes, I'm back.
Uh,
Um,
okay.
I want to know, yesterday you put the link
Okay.
of the WhatsApp group chat in
Yeah.
the chat
Yes.
box. I click on the link, but I didn't enter the WhatsApp group chat.
Okay, I'll be
So
sharing.
what's wrong? Because I want to have it, all the links, the tutorials, if it's available, etc.
Yes, everything. I'm going to be sharing the WhatsApp link again. It's in the chat box. So whoever hasn't been able to join, I think you guys can try joining. Is there anyone else who hasn't been able to join the chat?
You
Yeah.
mean the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I've sent the link. Are you able to join? Have you joined, Regita?
One moment,
Okay.
please.
Sure. Yes, please take your time and make sure you're there. I'll be sharing in the web
Uh,
notes, everything. And you have to be subscribed to our YouTube channel because that is where we'll be providing the recording. So you'll be able to go back there.
What's the name of the YouTube
Uh,
channel?
I will share that link as well. Just give me 1 second. Please make sure you guys are subscribed so you can see the notification as and when all of these are uploaded. All right. Yes,
yes, now I'm in. Thank you.
we're in. All right, wonderful. So this is the
Did you send some messages, important information in the group,
no,
in the WhatsApp group?
don't worry. I'll be resending everything again today, so you'll not be missing out.
Yes.
And the YouTube link has also been provided. I hope you guys can see.
Yes, the YouTube link,
Yes.
yes.
All right, wonderful. So if everything is cleared, we'll move forward with the next step. We'll
Yes.
start learning new stuff. All right. So I'll be sharing my screen. Now we'll be learning about the conditionals. So far we've done the basic fundamentals. We have learned the different data types. We have done Boolean. Boolean was true and false, yes and no statements. And now we'll be coming to conditionals, right? I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know if it's visible.
Yes, visible.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. I think let's do this. Before we start with this, I'll give you a very quick mind map, right, of Python. Is this visible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
visible.
Yes.
Basically everything that there is to Python. All right, now since we'll be going with the advanced stuff, we'll be learning about the conditionals, operators, and all of these. We have done a little bit of the comparison operators, right? Let us learn what exactly comes under Python. So the first step with Python is it's going to be the syntax. Right, we'll be going over all of these, but for starting, this is the syntax. We'll be having code blocks and then comments. So here we have the single line comments with hashtags, then we have the multi-line with multi-line comments, and then we have the doc strings. So when we'll be doing classes and functions, that's where will be the doc strings. Then we have the basics. So basics, we know what are variables, how do we do the variable naming. Then we have the data types. These are the different the booleans, the 4 data types. I think we have to adjust this one. Then we have the type conversion, right? So we'll be going with different types. We have like int was integer, float, strings, list, tuples. You don't have to know everything now. I'm just giving you a walkthrough so you guys know what you're getting into, right? Then we have the built-in functions of Python. So these are different types. We have len parentheses. It would be to get the length of the sequence. We'll have be having range. Yeah, go on, Chumero. Any doubt?
No.
Yeah.
My mic is on.
Yes. These are the built-in functions of Python, right? Then you have the operators. We had arithmetical operators that were the plus, minus, percentage. Then we have the comparison operators. We've done this, right? We have equal to, not equal to, more than, less than, more than equal to, less than equal to. Logical operators, and these will be the other ones. Then we have functions, right? So function would be different parameters, like how do we use the def keywords, the input and output functions. Then we'll be having the lambda right? We have the scope. Scope will be for local, global, and non-local scopes, right? We have the control flows. Control flows are the if-else statements, right? These are conditionals. If, else, elif, these will be the conditionals. And then we also have the different permutation and combination. So we have the if statement, else statements, elif statements, and nested if-else statements. Nested means when you have a parent loop, and under that again there'll be multiple loops. So we'll be working with indentations, right? So control flow consists of two types. We have conditionals and we have let's rename this as conditional so it's more clear, right? These are called conditionals, right? And then we have the Python loops, right? So you'll be having the for loops and while loops, and how do we work with the different types of loops. Then we have data structures. I believe everyone would have come across data structures and algorithms. You would have understood, right, that most of the times whenever we have these big companies, you've got Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they all take interviews. So in interviews we work with different data structures, right? So here comes the data structures. We have 6 different types of data structures. It starts with list. We have already done list, right? The square brackets. Then would be tuples. There are sets, dictionaries. We've already covered dictionaries. We have string manipulation. How do we manipulate our simple strings? Our quotation marks that we're using. How would the string manipulation works, and how does arrays work? Now, arrays are the most crucial part of any coding interviews. When you get into intermediate and advanced level of coding, that's when arrays come. And the absolute advanced level of coding is OOPS. OOPS stands for Object Oriented Programming, right? That is where we'll be learning about classes, objects, inheritance, we've got polymorphism, we've got encapsulation, abstraction. These are going to be in the advanced level of programming, right? Then comes after in the advanced level, we have the core advanced level of programming. So this would be having our different modules, right? We have modules, packages, I think that's clashing. We have the date time, we'll be having math, the mathematical modules, we'll be having random, regular expressions. You guys can go through this mind map. It's all going to be there in the website, right? So this is what you'll be getting into. All right. So these are our core advanced programming. I'll just close it, or else it'll look too big for you guys. Then we have exception and
This mind map is
it
an
is all visible to you guys. I'll be sending all the links, right? It is there in the website.
in the website.
Yes, it will
The
be.
link of the website we will receive in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, you'll be receiving in the WhatsApp group after we
Okay.
finish classes. Yeah, so don't worry. And then we
Okay.
have the file handling. In file handling, we'll be having how to read the different kind of files. We always receive JSON files, XML files. How do we work with that? Then we have the external data. See the JSON, CSV, SQLite, XML, HTML. And then comes our, see, I mean, it's very elaborate, right? So this is everything that there is to Python. We have summarized it so you all know what you'll be getting into. Then comes libraries and tools like Python debugging. We have already done a small debugging, right? But the advanced level would be using a very specific Python debugger. They'll be printing the debugging. Like, let's say if tomorrow we have very huge data sets and we need to figure out where the problem went wrong, right? So it'll only print wherever the debugging was needed. Then we have unit testing. We'll be working with different libraries. Now, see, NumPy, we know data analytics, right? In data analytics, you deal with, again, Python is used everywhere. We use it in web development, we use it in app development, we use it in data analytics, we use it in AI, ML. So for data analytics, we have NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib, right? For data visualization, data manipulation, numerical operation. Then we have scikit-learn. This is for AI, ML. If you want to get into AI, ML, HTML, HTML, CSS will be having request and Django. Django is again a Flask that we have learned previously, but scikit-learn is specifically for machine learning, deep learning, AI, right? Then we'll be having PIP. This is all coming under libraries, right? And then we have GitHub. I think version control is where GitHub comes in. So all the Git basics that works all well with Linux, and then we have GitHub, GitLab, Advanced Git integrating. So this is basically what an entire Python mind map looks like. Are we clear? So this is
Yes.
what we're getting into, and we are somewhere at the very start, right? So in previous classes here, there's a link here that says mind map. You'll have to press on this one to get access of the map. All right, and it will look like this. Cool. Are we clear?
Yes.
All right. So now coming back to this one, we'll be coming back to control flow. So remember, control flow was of two types in the mind map that we saw. One was conditionals, one was loop, right? So we'll be working with conditionals. So let's first work with the if and else conditions, right? What is an if statement? If normally, how do we use if and else? So if the water is running, that means the bills are paid, else water won't run, right? Like it's a simple thing. Like if you have Python installed, you can write codes, else it won't be possible, right? So if and else are statements which help us determine if a condition is true or not. We normally use if and else. Like if you've paid for the classes, you will receive the messages. If you filled the form, you will receive it, else you won't. Are we clear with the if and else statements?
Yes.
Yes. So that is exactly, so it's called conditionals, right? So we are checking a condition that if this condition is true or not. So if or not. So if and or not would be considered with else, right? Elif is going to be the bridging one. So first let's do some exercise to learn about if and else statements, and then we'll be using how does elif works looks like, right? So elif. So it's like a mixture of both of this. We have if else, and if had a baby, we'd have elif. El from the else, if from the if statement. So we'll be learning how does this work. If statement is where we'll be using the indentation a lot, right? So we have the first question. We'll be learning this in two ways. I remember I gave an example, right, which said that using the password, we ask to enter a password, and if the password is correct, the access would be granted. If not, that is, if not would be else, the access denied. So we'll be learning how to do this part. Are we ready to do another example?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, in
Yes.
Python and all of these, we'd always learn better whilst we are doing it, right? Normally, verbally teaching is possible when you have history, geography, English, these kind of theoretical topics. This is not a theory topic, so always let us all focus on doing exercising and learning from doing the exercises, right? So can I have someone volunteer to share their screen? Narisha, the mind map would be in the website. You'd be getting this in. Can someone share their screen, please? Any volunteers? Okay, I will pick one of you guys up. So let's go with yesterday Thais had done it. Imelda, do you want to share your screen? Imelda, are you here? Oh, I think she's not here. Let's go for
I'm
Whitney.
here, but I can't share my screen because
Oh,
my parents just came home.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
no worries about it. It's all right. We'll go with Whitney. Would you want to share your screen? Whitney, are you here?
Yes.
Yeah, would you?
Yes, I'm gonna share my screen.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful. I'm so glad you guys are very prompt with sharing the screens. Let's go with the new exercise. All right. Please share your screen. And guys, let me know if your screen would be visible to you all. Yes.
Do you see it?
Yes. You're starting your screen share. Just it'll take a while, maybe. Has started sharing. No, I think it's yes, it's visible now. Guys,
Okay.
can everyone see Imelda's screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. So let's do something. Let's open a new code, right? So let's just create a new file. So let's go on file. Let's go Control N. Just click on Control N. Just click Control N or new file.
It's not going. It's not going. Yeah, sorry.
No worries. It's fine. Yes, a new window should open up and we will rename it to conditionals, right? So this is where you can easily save it up. It is going to be always visible to you guys. Control N is, do you have a lag? Yeah, save this as
Conditions.
conditional. NAL. Conditionals. NALS. Conditionals. NALS. NALS, yes, conditionals. Yes, save this in Python. Yes, wonderful. I think you have saved the day 2 as conditionals. You'll have to open a new one. Do Control N. Is Control N not working?
Yes.
A new window should pop up.
Yes, a new window
Yes,
popped
open.
up.
Whitney, I think you have screened only one window. I think you'll have to screen your entire desktop.
Oh!
Not visible. Yeah. Please share your entire desktop.
I think it should be good right now.
Yes, now we can.
Yes.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
close this. We'll go on conditionals. And please copy paste the question I have put in the group chat. Right?
Where is the group chat?
Just go on Zoom, yeah. It's good. You guys are going to be very handy with using your laptop and Zoom and everything. Go on Zoom. Click on that.
Yeah, I already
Yeah,
found it.
wonderful. So let's put in a hashtag. Yes, and we're going to be putting this up, right? Let's make this full screen. Make this full screen. And let's first debug this time. Let's go on run and see if any error pops up or nothing shows. Let's click on run. Yeah, Control S, conditionals. Yes, cool. So there was no errors, and since it's not taken, nothing pops up. So now can someone tell me, how does this look like? What are we expecting here? How are we going to write the code? Any idea, guys?
First, we get
We have to
input
put
from
the
the user.
input.
Yes, we have to. Good job, Jamiro. And I think who was the one that spoke up? Guys, please let me know your name. Zanelia. Okay, wonderful. Yes. So we are first foremost, we're going to ask the user to type in their password, right? So we'll use our variable and let's keep it very simple. Let's type in password. Password is our variable. Type in password. Password space equal to space input. Let's type in input. Right, input. Input and then no space. Okay, with right after input and print, we're going to open our parentheses. Open the parentheses, string. Yes, and we're going to ask them the password. Enter your password. No, sweetheart, we're just going to ask enter your password. Enter your password, right? Close in the strings. Wonderful. Now we're going to use now we're going to use a conditional, that is if and else. Okay, so we have already gotten the password, right? So how do we do it? So we type in if, press enter, if, right? Now if turns orange because it's a function, right? If password is our variable that we've given. If space password, and again, since this is a comparison, we are not certain, we'll be using equal to, space equal to, space. Yes, double equal to, then again space, and then we'll be putting a password. What is, go on the question, we'll be copying it as it is, along with the string, right? So come here, what's the password? Copy paste this. No, only the password. This is a string. String.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yes. And then open the string. Open the string. Yes, this is our string. So if that is our password, we have to print in access granted. So let's press enter. 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 So now since it's an if statement, right? If and else are conditionals and we need indentation. Okay, because this is a parent loop. Okay, so if the statement is, it's access granted. So it's one statement. So we'll be needing after every if, else and conditional statement, you have to have an indentation. So let's put in tab. Press tab, sweetheart, tab.
Tab.
Above,
Yeah.
yeah, go for tab.
Yes.
Yes. Then type in print, then parentheses. Open the parentheses. Parentheses, the brackets.
Parentheses again, the brackets, right?
Yes, the
Yeah.
regular brackets. And after every print and input in parentheses, there should be no space. So go back, remove the space. Yes. Open the parentheses and then type in our string access granted. So if, because that is what we have determined, right? Access granted, granted.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And then now if the password this is it, then it's gonna be access granted. Now else, if something else. So let's press enter. Now going back, else, right? And then press, now after else, we are always going to put a colon, because else is like the end of this, right? So this is a regular syntax. It is the grammatical rules of Python. There is no logic, there is no explanation, right? So go on else and put in colon, backspace, remove the curly brackets, backspace.
Yeah. Colon.
No, backspace. No, colon is dot dot, right? This
Yeah.
I have a question.
yes, who's this? Yes, Whitney.
Should it also be a colon after Python 123 after the if statement?
No, after the if statement, there is no colon. Now, here's the thing, because if statement is a continuation statement, right? Else, so else is called the catch it all, right? Catch it all because it's the end of the statement. Because if there is a condition and else, no matter what, if the if statement is not true, the option is always going to be else. Right? Like here, if the password is not correct, right, then though it's going to be wrong. Right? So the else statement is the catch it all, which is why we're going to be ending it with colon. If statement is a continuation, which is why there will be no colon. Are we clear? And after
Okay.
both if and else, there will always be indentation. Right? Then print access denied. Cool.
I
Perfect.
also have a question. What
Yes,
I
guys?
think Sanelia said. Does it depend on the place where you program it? Because in some not websites,
Yes.
but places you have to put the colon after the if.
No. There is no
No?
colon. It does not depend on anything. This is Python. I think you're confusing it with Java, right? In Java, you'll be using it. In Python, I'm going to tell it once again, guys. There is no colon after if, right? It is if, then it's a pass, then you type in your variable and then your condition. There is no colon after if ever. Ever, no matter when you're coding, whatever the question is, you will never have a colon after if and elif statements. A colon is only inserted after else, because else is our last and final statement. Okay, else is like end game. Okay, so it's our end game statement that no matter what, if the if statements are not true, the else statements are always going to be true, which is why else has a colon, and if is a continuation statement, which is why it is never going to have a colon. Am I clear
Yes.
out on this one? So it's just very simple. These
Okay.
are basic.
Simple.
Yes, please go on.
This is the second exercise. The first one was write a program that greets the user by name. So this is the second exercise.
Yes, this is the second exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, after that also I think we did another exercise, right? We did 2 exercises. Am I wrong?
Yes, we did 2 exercises.
You are
Yes.
right.
Yeah, we did 2 exercises. This is a third, this you can say is a third new chapter altogether, right? We're doing a new chapter. We're learning about control flows. Control flows are 2 types. We've got the conditionals and the loops, right? So first we'll be doing our conditionals. So conditionals are basically if and else statements, yes or no. So if the first statement is true, then it's our if statement. If the first statement is not true, then it is going to be our else statement, right? Like in the first case, if our password is 123, then it's going to be access granted. If the person, let's just run this, we'll understand it better. Let's press on run. Run. Save it, Control S. Oh, I think you have yeah, you have to, what is this? I think you have copy pasted this, right? Just delete this entire thing. Delete this. There's extra spaces. You can see that because we had copy pasted from the question, right? So all this extra space has come in. So go on the if statement, go on this entire Python thing and erase this. Yes. And then press enter. No. There's a syntax error. See, right after, before print, there is no space. So you'll have to put in the tab. Go on print. Go on print. put in a tab, and even Python, let's rewrite this because we've copy pasted it, right? So it has taken extra
I
space.
think
So
I'm
for
sorry. I think there needs to be a colon after Python 123 after the string, because I got the same error, and when I put the column after the if part, it just
let's
ran.
run this. Let's just run this. We'll try that. Definitely, we'll try that. Let's run this. Oh, yes, yes, yes. There's supposed to be a colon after this. I'm so sorry. After the end of this. Yeah, yeah. After the end of the string, we had to put a colon. Very good reminder. Thank you. Yes, because it's a continuation, right? Let's run this. Source code safe. Yes, and just one sec, let's just close this window. I think there's going to be communication error. So when I said there's no colon after if, right? So here's the thing, like in else, right after else we had a colon and then we pressed enter, then we put tab and then we did print, right? This is what we've done for else. Are we clear? Guys, this is what we've done for else, right? We don't
Yes,
else,
yes.
we did the colon, right? After if, right after if, there will never be a colon. After if, we'll have a variable. We will give the value to our variable. Here, our variable is our password. Then we have the value, which is Python 123, which is supposed to be our this. And then it's going to be a colon. A colon is the same as, I think someone else was talking about a semicolon, right? Semicolon, why don't we use that? Semicolons are used for continuation in different programming languages, specifically Java, C++. In Python, you use colon as continuation, right? So here, since this print comes under if is our parent string, right? It's a parent comment, and under if we have the print, right? So which is why after print we'll always be ending it up with a colon, because there's a continuation coming right after every colon. You'll have to put tab, aka indentation, before writing the next comment, right? So here we have to put colon, then will come the indentation, then will come print. The same way for else, we had a colon, then the next line we'll have to put the indentation, then print. Are we clear?
Yes.
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 Yes, so just one correction. Right after if, there wouldn't be any colon. Just like in else we have a colon right after else, that is not going to be the case. But after the end of our string, we will have our colon. And colon is used because we are writing a continuation. Are we clear with the statement?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Yes,
All right.
clear.
Now let's run this. And one sec. Whitney, I think you have written the spelling of Python wrong for password, right? You've written PHY, so you just write PY. Yes. All right. Now let's run this. Has everyone done this part?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful.
Yes.
So for run, let's run this. Save it, Control S. Yes, enter your password. Now type in any other password. The one that is not, just type in anything. Type in Apple. Okay, just anything. Access denied. So this is our wrong password, right? Let's cross the window and rerun this. So cross this, rerun this, and this time type in Python 123. All right, let's run this. Let's go for Python 123. Python 123. Access granted. Has everyone been able to do this part? Guys, I would need you guys to
Yes, we
Yes,
have.
yes.
unmute, please. Yeah,
Yes.
talk to
Yes.
me. Great. So we've done this part. Any doubts for this part yet?
No doubt.
No
No
doubt.
doubt.
No.
All right, wonderful. So now let's go to our second one. This is going to be a slightly tricky one. Do you guys want to write notes for this first, or do you want to move to the next question?
The next question.
Yeah, does anyone need
Notes.
okay notes? Yeah, Zanila, I think
Yes.
you're quite you're fast with this, but let's write notes, okay? So let's come on their main page and write
Yes.
notes. Okay. Let's come on our day one, and then we'll be writing the notes. Make this full screen, please. So next heading you just put in, press enter, and then put it in all caps, right? Put it in all caps, write in control flows, control, control flow. Control flows. It's just there's no E after L. Yes, control flows, right? So for control flows, after that put in a colon, and then type in, these are of two types. These are of two types, comma, first one is conditionals, comma, conditionals, NALS. It's not conditions, it's called conditionals. And type in and loops. All right, so press enter. First, this is our chapter, we'll be learning about conditionals. Okay, so let's type in conditionals. Type in all caps conditionals. Okay, condition, they put in colon, they consist of, type it in lowercase now. Yeah, they consist of if, comma, else, ELSE, comma, elif. So ELIF. Okay, now let's press enter. Yes. Make three, not loops. Do 3 hashtags. Now we're learning about if, right? We're writing about if. Okay, type the if checks, if checks, whether a statement, whether a statement or a condition is true, is true. Okay, it is denoted as, put in colon. Yes, then type in if space, if variable, this will be our variable, right? Like previously we had used in password was a variable, right? If then variable, just write in variable.
Should I write a variable or should I just write
Just write
A?
variable.
Because A is also a variable.
No, variable is our syntax, right? Variable equal to condition. Okay, condition. And so this condition is always, how do we write the condition? It is always going to be in quotation marks, right? So for that one, you can just put in quotation marks. Oh, one second. I think I have my screen is frozen. Just give me 1 second. Yes. Yeah, we have in the condition. Yes. And before, and followed by colon marks. Yes, wonderful. Then coming to the next statement, right? We have the else statement. Then put in 3 hashtags. Else checks, else block executes, else, no, just write else executes. Remove checks, else executes if none of the previous, conditions, open brackets, open the brackets, else slash, put a forward slash, else slash, yeah, elif, 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 close the brackets, else executes if the previous condition else and elif are true, are true. All right, so it is also called it is also called the catch-all block. The catch-all block, right? Full stop. It is denoted as, it's denoted as, so we write else followed by this thing, and then comes enter. So just type in enter. Just write enter. Don't do enter. So this is only verbally so that you understand. Enter, then it will be tab, enter, comma, tab, enter, comma, tab, enter, comma, put in a comma, enter, comma, tab, write tab. Just write tab. So you know ki after that you write in tab, and then you do print function followed by print. Yeah, are we clear? Is there any doubts with these?
No doubts.
No
No doubt.
doubt. Yes.
Should we always put quotation mark no matter the
Yes.
type
So
of variable?
exactly. So
Do we
whenever
use it for integers also?
for integers, yes. So how quotation marks work are, these are strings. So any text, any part of the code that you want it to be visible to your user, you will have to put in strings. Okay, so if I want a certain integer to be visible to the user, if I'm asking the user to pick a number between 100 to 200, right? So 100 and 200 is what I want it to be visible to the user. So as long as anything, whether it is a word, it is an integer, whether it's a decimal, whether it's a float, I want it to be visible to the user, we are going to put it in quotation marks. Right? So quotation marks is our string. So here we wanted them to know that if something is access accepted, denied, which is why we put that in quotation marks. Right? Are we clear?
And if it's a boolean, will it read the text true or will it check if something is true?
That is when we have to define, right? When we use equal to previously, it is the whole thing is about definition, right? If you're going to define it, it is going to use quotation marks. If not, Zanila, I think did you have any problem while executing the codes previously?
No.
No.
I was just curious about the different variable types.
Yeah, see, variable types can be anything. Please understand, variables are anything. Variables can be whatever, it's for your readability, right? You can choose the variable to be X, Y, Z. This was the first thing we did, right? We replaced the coding with X, we put anything, and then we were able to execute that, right? You use quotation marks whenever there is any part of the code which you want it to be visible to the user. It's just very simple. There is no astrophysics involved here. Whenever there is anything you want it to appear to the user is when you put it in quotation marks. It can be anywhere. It can be in it can be in true and false statement. It can be in booleans. It can be in if and else. It can be in any code. As long as you want it to be visible to the user, that's when you put in the quotation marks.
Clear.
Yeah. All right. We'll be doing more and more of code. So this is where you'd understand ki how exactly do things work. Like we've done 2 debugging already. We did one with multiple statements and another we did it with the colon. So whenever there is a continuation, we use colon. Right? And a colon, and let's just write this. We'll write this down. Okay. Press enter and type in another statement. A colon is always followed by indentation. Indentation means tab. In the next line, indentation in the next line of code. An indentation is followed by an indentation in the next line of code. Next line of code, right? So whenever you end any statement with a colon, in the next line, you'll have to follow it up with the indentation, exactly what we had done, right? If then we had our variable, then we had a condition, then we had a colon. When enter, we had a tab, and then we had print. Then again for else, we had a colon, we had enter, tab, and then we had our condition access denied. Are we clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, wonderful. So no doubt so far. Anything else? Anyone else has any other doubt?
I have a question.
Yes.
For the if statement, are there instances where you only use a single equal mark, equal sign?
No. If statements will always have a double equal to. You know why? Because we are checking. We are not a single equal to is when we are 100% certain of a value. We are not 100% certain that the if statement is true or not.
Okay.
Right? There's always going to be an else. If is always used, and right now we're doing conditionals, right? We're checking if certain thing is true or
It's
not.
true or not? Yes, okay. Thank you.
There is a comparison, so it's two equal tos. All right, now let's
Uh,
move. Yes,
No,
Ritu.
the sentence is not finished.
Sorry?
Yeah.
The
What
sentence
is
is not finished.
Oh, she hasn't
what
finished.
is the last
Uh,
what is the last
A
word?
colon is always followed by an indentation in the next line of code. In the next
Code. Okay.
code, CODE.
Yeah.
Yes, a
Yeah.
colon is always followed by indentation in the next line of code. Yeah. All right. So do we understand what this last statement means? That whenever there is a colon, the next line of code, you always start with an indentation. Maybe after indentation, you can write AKA, also known as space. Everyone knows what AKA is, right? AKA tab. Tab. Also known as, AKA means also known as, it's the short form. Also known as tab, not space. Tab. Tab. Right? Tab is 4 spaces. So whenever if I'll ever ask you to put indentation, which means I want you to put tab, right? Tab is equal to 4 spaces. We've already written that in the top, right? Right under asterisk, you can see we have a note which says tab is equal to 4 spaces. Okay? You can see this one right under asterisk. It is in the first line of codes under Python notes. Can you see? Guys, can you see? We have already written tab is equal to 4 spaces. Come down.
Yes.
What is the bit after indentation follows aka tab
AKA also
post?
AKA means also known as. It's the full form of AKA whenever someone
Oh,
AKA, yeah, also known as.
okay.
Yeah, also known as for tab, which is also known as for spaces. Cool?
One moment, please.
Yeah, please take your time. All right, maybe Whitney, if you could like copy paste the control flows part in the chat box as well. So in case someone isn't following through, they can follow it through. Right, let's just copy paste this part as well. So guys, we are having the notes here. You should be, yes. So anyone who hasn't followed through can see it here. So has everyone done everything so far?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, wonderful guys. So great. Let's see. In 2 days, we have already done a bunch of stuff, right? You guys are able to write full-fledged codes. All right. So we'll go with the second question. So the second question, I am going to be putting it in the chat box. This is write a Python program that takes two numbers as input and prints the larger number. Now, this is going to be slightly tricky. All right. So I want you guys to be very focused and just be open to understanding. All right. Please save this, whatever you have written in day one notes. Do a Control S before you close this window. Do a Control S. We've
Yeah,
saved.
it's already saved.
Okay, wonderful. Then let's go to our conditionals windows. Okay. All right. And then let's type in a hash and type in the question that I've texted in the group. Okay. Now I've texted the problem in the group, so you have to copy paste this one in the hash. Okay. Does anyone want to attempt this? Can someone tell me how, any volunteers in order to figure out how we're going to execute this? Any ideas, guys?
We need to have
Yeah.
inputs for both numbers
Yeah.
and compare them. And if the comparison gets some certain type of output, we will print it with the if.
Okay, that is the
Yeah.
principle.
I think you're gonna use the if, if, and else, maybe.
Oh, there is no elif. So we have only two conditions. We're going to be taking whether it's going to be it's just a very simple one. There's no elif. Elif is when we have multiple outcomes, right? When let's say we are going to be having the number of days in a week, right? Then is when we're going to be using, because how many days are there in a week? Guys, come on, tell me how many days are there?
Seven.
So there are 7 outputs, right? So if the number of outcomes can be more than 2 is when we use elif. When there are just 2 outcomes, we can use either if and else. Are we clear?
Very
Yes.
clear.
Yes.
All right. So this and LF is always used. We'll be moving to LF in the next class probably, because we're already, yeah, really, we're actually at the end of the class today. Maybe let's do this. This is going to be your homework. Okay. Based on this, I'm going to give you the hints. We use if and else. Okay. There is no LF. Okay. Because LF is going to be used when there are multiple number of outcomes. So why are we using if and else? Because there are only 2 outcomes. Either it's going to be one number is going to be bigger or another. Right? So this is your homework. I really, really, really want you to attempt this. This is your figure it out how to do it, and whoever gets it done next week will get something in reward. Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
all right.
This is gonna be your homework. I really want you guys to take this down. And we're actually really quick. We are 3 minutes are left for us to finish this class. All right. So meanwhile, is there
Yes.
any questions? Do you guys have any questions?
I don't
Does
have any questions.
sorry?
I said I don't have any
Oh,
questions.
great,
It's really
Amrita.
clear.
Thank you, thank you. And any suggestions? If you guys want any problems from your end, do you want me to work on something in the next class? Any problems, you guys can tell me. I will make sure to fix it in the next classes. Any suggestion?
No, it's good.
I can't
But
think of one right now.
Thank you. Oh, yes, please come again.
I can't think of
the
one right
info
now.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Regita and Matsulaya, you guys are speaking together. Matsulaya, please come again. What were you saying?
Oh, I said I can when you ask if you have any like questions. I can't think of one right now. So I'm good.
Okay. Great, great. Wonderful. Then you guys are really smart. You guys are catching up really well. Yes, Regita, what were you saying?
the information you sent in the group, in the
Mm,
WhatsApp group yesterday, can you send it once again, please? Because I
absolutely.
joined today.
Yes, yes, everything. Don't worry. You guys are not missing out on anything. Everything that has been shared yesterday will be shared today as well. All right. Any other suggestions from you guys?
Yeah,
Any
can I
suggestions?
get the
Anything?
WhatsApp link again?
WhatsApp link. Sure. I'll be sharing the WhatsApp link again.
And the link to the website.
Yes, that will be shared on WhatsApp. Okay, so I'll be sharing the WhatsApp link is here. This is our WhatsApp link, and here is our YouTube link as well. In case you want to go and visit, you won't need to watch the recording, you'll have to check in with our YouTube, right? This is our
Oh,
YouTube link. Okay, so make sure
all
you
right.
subscribe so you'll be getting the notifications. This is not a request for subscribing, it's for your goodness. And the website.
And not to forget the mind map. It was very it was visualized very clearly. It was easy to understand it that way. So I want to
Absolutely.
get to the mind map.
Wait, hold on. I'll just share my screen. So this is going to be our website, right? This is a website made especially for you guys, right? So whatever we've been doing so far, you can find it. Like you have to go here, right? You'll be able to see day 1, day 2. Here, extras. Here you'll have the terminology that we discussed yesterday, the prerequisites. Here there's a link. When you click on it, you'll be directed to the mind map, right? Here is a code tracker. So everything, like yesterday we did hello world, right? All the codes that we've done so far, I'll be pasting it here. right? So you guys can always refer back to the main code as well. Then you have the resources. There is a book. It's called Automating Boring Stuff with Python. Maybe something that you can easily look up to. These are just simple resources. There are online video courses on Udemy. There are Python basics. When you click on here, right, you'll be having all of this. So these are the resources. We've actually worked hard on curating this for you. Then is the official Python documentation. This is by Python itself. You can explore this. And here is a book, right? It's a link of a book that you'd be able to download, right? It's called Think Python, right? It is a 200-page book. Okay, so these are like resources, like variable, expression, statements. You'll be having all of this available on the website. We'll be sharing the link of the website in the WhatsApp group. All right, so I think a lot of you would be having your Power BI class, right? So just
Yes.
freshen up, follow up with your Power BI classes, and it's slightly late for us, so pardon us if it'll be a slightly late whilst we send it. But yeah, see you guys next week, and you can always reach us out on the WhatsApp group if you have any doubts. All right, and shall we
Yes.
end
Okay.
it? Any doubts?
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubts.
So
See you next week.
thank you.
Yes, next week.
Till next week.
All right,
Bye.
Ishita. All right, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
Bye.
you very much,
Thank you so
Ishita.
much.
Have a
Bye.
very
Till
good weekend
next
all.
week.
See you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.